Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome back to another update video, and thanks for tuning in and checking me out. Some of the stuff I'm going to show today, I got a pretty decent size haul from FYE. I took advantage of their buy two, get one for $1 on their used Blu-rays and DVDs. So I got a pretty decent size haul there. I got a signed box set that is going to be now a gem piece in my collection from Grindhouse Video Tampa. It's a beauty. I'm going to show that last. I also purchased a German hardbox from Germany from my favorite horror film of all time. It's a pretty rare piece. And I got a cartoon box set with special thanks to my friend Tim Hayes. If you're watching, Tim, thank you for the heads up on that. I'm going to show the Hanna Barbera cartoon set that he tipped me off on. I didn't know that it even existed, and thanks to Tim, I was able to find it and pick it up. And I also have a Steelbook for a film that I've wanted on Blu-ray for several years now, and Synapse has come through in spades. I'm going to show that Steelbook here in a second. And I got a really nice Blu-ray twin billing of early Marcus Koch films from Sub Rosa Studios. And then also I picked up kind of an oddball piece to my collection, something I've never owned before. So I'm going to show you guys that towards the end too. And I think what I'm going to start with is the German hardbox of my favorite horror film of all time. And those of you who follow my channel know what movie I'm talking about already before I even show it. But for those of you who are new to my channel and don't know, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original from 1974, is my favorite horror film of all time. And this is the German hardbox, very limited. This is the uncut 2-disc limited edition, and there is the German title, put out by XT Video. And this will just be a collector's piece. It will not be opened because I do have this film several times. I like to try to collect as many different editions of this film as I can. And I do have it on Blu-ray a couple different times, and those are my viewing copies. Particularly the Dark Sky edition on Blu-ray. But this was limited to 666 pieces, and I got number 153. And this was put out in 2005 by XT Video. So it's quite hard to find now. And I just love that image there of Leatherface, Bubba Sawyer. And very happy to have that in my collection. The next piece here I got is a lenticular magnet for a Netflix original series that I have not watched yet, but I have heard nothing but good things about it. And this is a magnetic plate for a Steelbook, which I don't own yet, and I'm not even sure if one exists. If anybody knows if a Stranger Things Steelbook exists, please comment below. But this is the magnetic plate for when they do release one, and it's a lenticular. See if you can see the image change. I'm looking forward to checking out this series once it does come out on Steelbook. So I have some catching up to do. I think they're on season 2 now. I'm not quite sure, but I've heard really good things about this series, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. So that is Stranger Things. It's just a magnetic little plate, and it just pops right on top of a Steelbook. So the next item here is a Marcus Koch double feature of White Massacre and Lunch Meat. And this was put out by Sub Rosa Studios, and this is called the early works of Marcus Koch, and it's by number 207. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that, but you have to take my word for it. Marcus Koch is a genius, and he's kind of a low buck operation artist, so to speak. He's a gorehound, and he works miracles with very low budget films. And these are two early tales of horror from the man of nightmares, Marcus Koch. First up, White Massacre. Luther Edward Baxter escapes from a mental asylum and stalks a group of kids hanging out while their parents are away. Then stay tuned for Lunch Meat. A man kills and eats people and his friends have no idea until he falls in love with the girl and decides he wants to show her his cooking skills. And it does have some special features down here. It has a commentary track. It also has a bonus short called Mousetrap. It's one of his unfinished features, apparently. It has raw footage from Mousetrap and a collection of shorts from Marcus Koch's early years. So I like to support Sub Rosa and I like to support Marcus Koch, so I picked up this double feature. You can pick it up too right on their website. I think I paid about 25 bucks for this. So it's not cheap, but it's a nice collector's piece. So that is the double feature for Marcus Koch. The next piece here is a beauty. This is a steelbook from Synapse. And this is the long-awaited Popcorn. They talked about putting this out on Blu-ray for a couple of years now. This is the steelbook. I do have the DVD, so I did upgrade this. I'm having second thoughts about opening this because it is a 2-disc limited edition. There was only 3,000 pieces produced. And I think I'm going to wait until they put this out in a Amaray case edition. I'm OCD like that, and it bothers me because I would love to open this up and show you guys the artwork on the back, but the OCD part of me wants to keep this sealed. And it has a bunch of special features down here. It has the audio commentary track with the director, Mark Harrier, and the star, Jill Sholin, also Malcolm Denari, and special effects artist Matt Falls. It also has Midnight Madness, the making of Popcorn. It's a 57-minute featurette. It has an all-new documentary on the making of Popcorn, featuring interviews with director Mark Harrier, Jill Sholin, Derek Rydall, Dee Wallace, Malcolm Denari, Yvette Soler, Elliot Hurst, and more. A fascinating behind-the-scenes document of the troubled film production, covering everything from the replacement of the original star and director to the post-production issues with the MPAA. It also has Electric Memories, an interview with actor Bruce Glover, original theatrical trailer, television trailer, and TV spots. It has a still gallery, liner notes, and a cover copy by Michael Gingold, who was formerly of Fangoria. So that is a really nice cover. And Synapse. It's quite pricey. Their steelbooks are pretty pricey. But for the quality you get and the special features, to me it's worth it. And I'm looking forward to picking up the Amaray when they put that out. And that'll be my viewing copy. The next piece here is, shout out to my boy Tim Hayes again. This is the Hanna Barbera Classic Collection, The New Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And this is the complete series. This is a show that featured live action mixed with animation. And this is the manufactured on-demand DVD set. And this came from, I believe, the mid to late 60s. That's what the animation style looks like to me, if I had to guess. I don't have that information on the back here, but I would say probably like 63 to 65-ish, 66 maybe even. It says Hanna Barbera made one of its rare forays into primetime entertainment with this way ahead of its time mashup of American literature and fantasy adventure that mixes live action and animation. Set during the events of Mark Twain's classic Tom Sawyer, this series places Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, and Becky Thatcher in deadly peril following Injun Joe's escape from the courtroom. Spotted by the revenge-minded renegade on a dark and stormy night, the trio flees into a cave and plunges into a series of fantastic adventures, each rendered in a unique style of animation. But whether they are in La Mancha, Lilliput, or ancient Greece, they continually encounter murderous villains, miscreants, who all share the same face, the face of Injun Joe. And there you can see. I don't know if it's going to pick that up or not. But this was a really good show. that I remember from my childhood, but it was also kind of brought back by Boomerang about like maybe 10 to 15 years ago. Boomerang was showing some of these early Hanna Barbera classics in their lineup, and I fell in love with it all over again, and I never thought this was ever put out on DVD, so thanks again, Tim, for giving me the heads up on that. I forgot to show you guys the poster that came with the Marcus Koch double feature. It's just an image that was on the front of the Blu-ray, basically. Little added incentive for ordering from Sub Rosa Studios. Okay, I guess I'll get into the stack of FYE stuff that I got, and I got it in this bag here, so I'm just going to kind of grab. It's a mishmash of stuff. I got some Blu-rays, some DVDs. I'm just going to kind of grab and show you guys what I got. The first one's called Altitude, and it's supposed to be kind of a creature feature of some kind of a serpent that attacks airplanes, as you can see from the cover. And it looks like it's a really low buck operation, but it's a creature feature. It's an Anchor Bay Blu-ray, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So that is Altitude. I'm going to kind of go through these fast because I do have a lot to show, and a lot of these I haven't seen, so I'm just going to... This one's called Army of the Dead, The Curse of the Anasazi. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. It says a lost treasure, an epic adventure, unspeakable terror. Looks like it might be kind of a, I don't know, Army of Darkness ripoff maybe. Sci-fi adventure from Maverick Films. Don't know anything about that company. It looks like it might be a direct-to-DVD release. It came out in 2008. It is rated R, Region 1. It says violence and brief, strong language. So I don't know what brief, strong language is, but looking forward to checking this out. Army of the Dead. Next one here is called, well, this is the Mimic 3 film set. I used to have this on DVD, and it was kind of a bare bones, and it wasn't really a good transfer. So I'm hoping that this looks a little bit better. This was put up by Miramax, and it has Mimic the Director's Cut, Mimic 2, and Mimic 3 the Sentinel. And this was only $5, less than $5. So look forward to checking that out. The next one here is Dead Mary, unrated. It looks like it's cheesy. It was under $5 again. I went through and I picked up a bunch of stuff that was under $5, so you're going to see a lot of garbage in here, but this is kind of filler for my collection. Not that I need it in my collection, but I just like to collect different films. So that is Dead Mary, the unrated edition. The next one here is called Mega Piranha. This is another, look, I paid $4 for that. It's widescreen edition. Cheesy creature feature, Echo Bridge. So you know you're not going to get stellar quality, but this is the unrated edition. It was put out in 2010 by Mega Fish Sticks. That's pretty cool. Mega Piranha. I know that has a Blu-ray release, but I don't really care to. It doesn't matter if I see it on DVD or Blu-ray for that one. This one here is called No Vacancy, and it says no one rests in peace. And I have a feeling this is kind of probably a ripoff of Vacancy, starring Luke Wilson. This was put out in 2013. Seven friends on a road trip to Las Vegas break down near a rest stop motel, where they encounter a seemingly helpful group of people. Convinced to stay overnight, the friends wake up in their rooms to a gruesome and bloody terror. So it sounds exactly like Vacancy. But I liked Vacancy, so I'll check that out. The next one here is called Horrible Horrors Collection, Volume 2. Didn't know this existed. This is put out by Rhino. So this is pretty old. This one comes with, it looks like 8 films. 8 of the weirdest, most horrible horror films ever. So you get Don't Answer the Phone, Terrified, Blood of Dracula's Castle, Nightmare in Wax, Stanley, the Crater Lake Monster, Blood Mania, and the Devil's Hand. And they come in these little, it looks like it's some kind of a digipack inside there. It says it was used, but it looks like it's in brand new like condition. So, why not? Let's see, the next two are Christmas horror films. This one is, I saw the other Krampus, but this is Krampus the Devil's, or the Christmas Devil. And this one was brand new. It was on sale for $8. There were two different Krampus titles, two separate, totally different movies, and then there was a sequel to this one that I'll be showing you guys next. I didn't see this one with a slipcover. I'm not sure if a slipcover exists for this one, but the second one does have a slipcover here. And this is Krampus 2, The Devil Returns. Probably not very good, but I'm willing to give it a shot. The slipcover looks pretty cool. It's embossed. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera here, but it's like the beard and the hood are kind of embossed a little bit there. And this one, same image on the cover there. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of these, but they're still probably fun. I'll save those for next Christmas. And the next one here is called Chicago Massacre. And this is a movie based on Richard Speck, who was a serial killer in the 60s. Maybe it was even the 50s. It says he killed 9 nurses and there was 1 survivor. On July 14th, 1966, Richard Speck took 9 student nurses hostage. He held the girls, methodically beating, raping, and stabbing them to death in one of the bloodiest mass murders in American history. Witness the terrifying story every fan of true crime must see. And this is the Lionsgate widescreen edition that was put out in 2007. And it's rated R, so I have a feeling it's not completely uncut. But I picked it up for $5. And the last one here from FYE is called Gargoyle, Wings of Darkness, and this looks like it may be another direct-to-DVD. Something you'd see on the Sci-Fi Channel. Gargoyle in widescreen. And this was put out in, what, 2005. Probably some cheesy fun there. And before I get into the big boy in my collection this week, I'm going to show you guys the unique item that I picked up. Something I've never had before. I'm sure some of you had this before, but I saw this online and I picked it up. And this is called Kill Time Coloring. It is a stress relief adult coloring book with images from Friday the 13th. And I actually picked up 2 of these because I plan on giving one away at some point in a contest. I'm not an artist, or I don't even have a artistic bone in my body, to be honest, but I thought this was really cool. And it's just like an old-fashioned kids coloring book, but it's kind of an adult themed. Different images from Friday the 13th films, Jason Voorhees, some of the victims. And I'm not going to color in mine. I'm just going to keep it as a collector's piece for my Friday the 13th collection. But the one I give away, you can choose if you want to color it. Go for it. I know some of my viewers are very, very artistic, so there's Ice Cube and Chris Tucker from Friday, and it says, "Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions." Damn! And there's Jason. That's kind of weird, but kind of funny. Jason is my homeboy. Kind of cool. Something different. I know there's a couple different coloring books like this going around, but I've never owned any before. Here's the images again. You can see them all in one piece here. Some of those I don't remember seeing, but I was flipping through this kind of fast. Oh, okay. I was looking for this one here. And then finally, guys, my big pickup for the week was the signed edition that I got from Grindhouse Video Tampa. And this is a signed edition of the Hellraiser, the Scarlet Box. Comes with Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3 from Arrow Video, and you can see at the top there it's signed by Doug Bradley. So this is actually the third time I own this set now. I picked up the Region B Hellraiser Scarlet set that was put out last year. And then again, I picked it up when it came out on Region A, which I'll show you here. Brand new and sealed. And then when I picked this one up, I made a trade with a fellow YouTuber, goes by the name of No One, which I'm going to link him down below. He doesn't make videos, but he's going to start making videos. And we struck a trade, he and I, and he's going to be getting this brand new sealed Scarlet Box Region A. Comes with a 200-page book. This is a beautiful piece, not a thing wrong with it, completely mint. And I'm not going to tell you what he's sending me because I'm going to do an unboxing when that gets here. But he told me today that he mailed it out today. And I'm looking forward to getting what he sent me. And then in return, I'm sending him this. So I'm going to link No One. It's spelled K-N-O-W and the number 1. I'm going to link it down below. His name is Derek. And I want you guys to go give him a sub, check him out, and you can be on the ground level now. When he starts making videos, you can go and support him, show him some love. So Derek, if you're watching, this is coming your way, sir. I'm going to mail this out Saturday. Today is Thursday. I'm going to mail this out Saturday. I'm going to put a note in there with this, like I told you. And I hope you look forward to it, man. I hope you enjoy this, and I'm very much looking forward to what you're sending me. So with that said, guys, I'm going to close this out now. And I hope you guys are well. And I'll talk to you guys next time. See you in the next video. Later.